Wallstead in goal.
Yes.
Any changes to the lineup up front or on the back end?
Brink will go in today, and Nick Foligno will come out.
What are you looking for from Brink here in the final, whatever, 5 games you guys have, but who knows how many he'll skate as he tries to give himself a chance to be part of the playoffs?
I think just bring what he does bring as a player. He's fast and tenacious. He's extremely competitive. He's got a offensive element to him where I think he generates offense because he gets to the hard areas, and he's quick and speedy, and he's got ability to make plays. And then I think on the other side of it, get more and more comfortable with the defensive side of the puck. So I'm looking forward to seeing him back in.
Bogosian, he's still day-to-day?
Yeah, he's day-to-day lower body. Will not play tonight.
Do you, is there, I know that obviously you're going for home ice, but is there a worry about, at some point trying to get Damon Hunt and just get games before the playoffs in case you have to ever tap on him if you have an injury?
Yeah, it's, the situation changes daily, so that we've, considered all those things of, Sturmy hasn't been in a little while too. So, I think we'll take it kind of like I said, we're going to take the 3 games that we just finished, see where we're at, and now we have 2 games and 3 games this week. So I think we'll see how things progress over the week.
Yeah. Do you plans? That's why you couldn't answer the question after the Vancouver game about your plans, because plans change. Right. I mean, how much have they already changed this week? Like with home ice now in the offing. I mean, do you now have a very different lineup thinking that in Thursday's game in Dallas as opposed to what you planned maybe last week?
No, I wouldn't say it's been totally different. Things have changed a little bit, but I do think it's one that we'll have to. I just think take tonight's game, and then take the next game, and I would say take it game by game. And then see what whether it's the goalies or whether it's trying to get guys in and out, whatever it might be. I think it does have to. It's a little bit of a moving target right now. Yeah. That we continue to adjust it. But I would say on a positive side of that, a lot of that is driven the way that the team has performed. We talked about coming out of the break and that 4-day break and trying to get individuals to get to the game that we need and they want to get to. And in turn, our team game would get better, and I think both of those have occurred.
Yeah. How impressed are you? 25 block shots the other night. I remember there was a game 82 here once against Nashville where the playoffs were secure and guys refused to get into shot lanes. Aaron Brizgalov was flailing at pucks. I mean, it was just and I think the Wild got killed that game. I mean, how much are you impressed that these guys with a playoff spot locked up are willing to continue to sacrifice?
Very impressive, but it's an extremely competitive group too, and I think when they get in the moment, that it's they want to, there was a focus level for us, taking some of the lessons that we went through when we were nip and tuck there a little bit, but before the 4-day break, and come with a different mindset, and I think that's part of that. Mm-hmm. So the guys want to win, but I also think it's a little bit of the group too that when they get in those situations, it's just natural instinct for them. I think to sacrifice and get in the lane and block it, which is pretty impressive.
John, how have you felt about Wallsted's game as it continues to grow down the stretch?
I think it's been good. It's been. I think he's made a lot of progression. Start of the year, say to the All-Star, to the Olympic break, and then obviously had a great experience going over to the Olympics. Unfortunately, he didn't play. So I think that there was a little bit of time. Even though he was a third goalie, you just don't get as much action. But I think he's come back and has really worked hard, and he's playing really solid for us. So it's nice to see him even down this stretch run to be able to get his game in order and play at the level he's playing at now.
John, what do you like most about the way you guys are playing right now?
Well, I think we're playing a really I think our execution is very good. I think we're playing a fast, direct game, puck pressure. Our puck decisions are very good, where it sets us up to be able to, I think, put teams on their heels. And I think we've added more and have committed more in that area. And I think the players are seeing the results. The other part too is this time of year is about, I think, being strong with your structure and your attention to details and your competitiveness. And I think the last 3 games it's been pretty solid. I would say with Bolds that he's just the consistency level that he plays with. I mean, he's obviously having a great year from a points perspective, but there has been stretches where he hasn't gotten the points, but his game hasn't changed. And I also think that's one of the big reasons why he's had a successful year, because he's just been so consistent in how he needs to play to be successful.
I know you obviously have your eyes on the Wild, but I mean, have you paid attention at all to Stringel this season? And how disappointed are you that the plans changed now, obviously because of his injury, and he's not going to get games here this season?
Yeah, I haven't seen a ton of Charlie, but I did. He was here for a game, I think, when they came in to play Minnesota, and I did sit down with him prior to one of the games, and it's exciting. It's disappointing, I think, for him and for us that he got injured at the end, but I'm glad that we were able to sign him and that he's now a Minnesota Wild, and hopefully his recovery goes well, and we'll see him soon.
Yeah. Do you feel like watching him that he's pro ready? I mean, do you see him as a legit contender for a roster spot next season?
I think there's components to it. Yes, obviously he's a big, strong kid. I think that is a factor sometimes, being NHL ready coming from college. He does have that. I think he's rounded out his game pretty well at Michigan State on both sides of the puck, which I also think is a big factor in someone coming in and being NHL ready, that it's not just one side of their game is a lot stronger than the other. I think he's a pretty complete player. So then I think it always comes down to the type of summer that he has coming off the injury, and he's got to take his training to another level than he did. Obviously making the jump from college to pro, and then I think it'll all see in training camp. I think you don't really know until you see the guy in action with NHL players.
Cool.
Anything else?
Good. All right, thank you.